What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we are going to discuss the happenings of the weekend. And everybody knows the largest protest in U.S. history took place this weekend. And I hesitate to call it a protest. I'd much rather describe it as a rally. Protests usually have a list of demands, usually have actions to be taken in order to get a result. And that's why I hesitate to call it a protest, and instead I want to call it a rally. Either way, 7 million strong came out across 2,300 locations. Down in Fredericksburg, we had over 2,000 people show up to Blue and Gray Parkway to rally against this fascist regime. And I am heartened by all these folks coming out and showing out with their awesome signs, coming out and letting everybody know that this is not okay. Here in the United States, we do not have a king. We do not have a dictator. We have a tiny hand, nussy-necked, tiny brained person, a small man, a small douchebag as president. And the thing that's really heartening is, again, so many people coming out. I looked at some polls today, and while Trump's approval rating stays stuck at 37, his disapproval rating went up to 61%. 61% disapprove of the job he's doing, which the 37% that do approve, y'all need to stop riding that man. You know what I mean? You guys are way too into this guy, man. Bro, he don't even like you. Like, you guys are peasants and nobodies to this guy. He uses you. He grifts off you. He tries to sell you watches and NFTs and every kind of stupid thing. He's trying to shuck and jive and shuck things to you. And you dodo birds are sitting there just loving it. And I just got a question. Why? What are you getting out of this? Seriously, what are you getting out of this? I mean, prices are up, so you're not getting a reduction in prices. Your taxes went up. That tax cut ain't for you, so you ain't getting the tax cut. Your grandparents are probably going to lose their Medicare because they're cutting so much money from Medicare. So I really don't understand what it is that you're getting out of this. I don't. And there's folks that are sitting there, oh, this guy, you know, he's my guy. You know, there's folks commenting about the protests, talking about, oh, that's cool. You went out and protested, and that's great. But we didn't have a king before. We don't have one now. And I hope you feel good about yourself, mockingly. And it's like, dude, you clearly don't understand the moment. Clearly, it's clear as day. And I still, to this day, can't fathom. I can't understand and can't comprehend how anybody is still supporting this guy with his neckgina. How are people still supporting this guy? This guy's the worst. And what's he doing while this protest is happening and the government is shut down and he's not bothering to negotiate with the other side because he thinks he's a king and he thinks he's a dictator and he thinks that it's my way or the highway? What's he doing while this protest is going on and while everyone's in the streets? He's putting out AI videos of him in a jet fighter dropping feces all over protesters. This is your president. This is your guy. The man-child in office. This is your guy. The same guy who is sitting there breaking up the Constitution every day, making money off the office every day, violating norms every day, just running rutshod all over the government and the Constitution. And you guys, for years, were like, I'm a constitutionalist. Oh, I'm a constitutionalist. Oh, I believe in the Constitution. Oh, no, you don't. You have no principles. You have no integrity. You have nothing of value that you can stand on and say, I stand for this, because you don't. As soon as your daddy says something else, you'll be like, no, I support that. It's the wild. If this dude decided, that's it, everybody got to turn in their guns, you dodo birds would turn your guns in and be like, daddy said so. Because that's what happens when you're in a cult. When you're a sycophant, you will follow your dear leader all the way into an oil vat, because that's what cult members do. And you guys are in a cult. The 37% that still think that this guy's their guy, you're in a cult. And if you're Latino and you're for this guy, you are, not only are you in a cult, but you have Stockholm syndrome in that cult. You love your oppressor. You love your dungeon master, the guy that's got you all hemmed up. You love that guy. And it's the saddest, most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. So many folks came out. So many cool signs. Every major city had major protest action. And now the right is talking about that the pictures from the protests are fake pictures. No, they're not. No, they're not. Your guy's not popular. Your ideas are not popular. They are antithetical to what America is supposed to be about, what the United States is supposed to be about. All of your views are antithetical to that. And that's a big word, and I know you guys struggle with big words. So I'll make it simple for you. I'll simplify it for you. Your ideas are anti-American. They are not the ideas of a patriotic person who loves their country. They're the ideas of a small child who doesn't understand the world, who thinks simple answers are the right answers, when the truth is everything's a little more complicated than that. And you're right when you think there are minorities ruining this country. You're right. Only problem is you don't know what the minority is. And I'll tell you, the minorities ruining this country are the billionaire class, the ruling class. Those are the ones ruining this country. And you're helping them. You're cheerleading them on. You're rah-rahing them on. And you're not going to know it until it's too late, when you're finally impacted by the terrible things that this president is doing, and his Nazi Stephen Miller is doing, and Kristi Noem's Nazi self is doing. You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna realize, oh crap, I wasn't in the club. Things are really hard now. I feel betrayed. And when that happens, yeah, you can come over, but you're gonna eat a lot of crow before you come over. You're not just gonna walk over and be like, hey, I know that I was really down with this dude forever, but he really screwed me over and I don't like him anymore, so I'm cool with you guys now. Nah, buddy. It's not gonna be that simple. It's not gonna be that simple. I want to congratulate everybody who took the time to go out and raise your voices, so that the tyrant that resides in the White House but is hardly ever there because he's vacationing all the time and golfing all the time, so that piece of crap can see that nobody likes him, because all he wants to do is be liked. And guess what? He's unlikable. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on that like him. He's an unlikable person. He's unlikable. He's a bad person. He's vile. He's just disgusting. And I'm disgusted by the folks in that 37%. Y'all are really a basket of deplorables. But everybody else, man, y'all that went out there and protested, man, God bless. Great job. And keep that energy, man, because we're going to need it. Y'all remember, the fight's not left and right. It's up and down. And it's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And remember, there could be no union without you and I front and center. So let's go. Peace.